Manessa Siren Balzizer flies as Lockheed Martin's first female F-35 production and training pilot. The former United States Air Force F-16 pilot joins an elite group of female F-35 pilots who have paved the way before her. Balzizer joined Lockheed Martin in 2018 and was eventually selected to fly the F-16 as a production and training pilot. When Balzizer was asked if he was interested in flying the F-35, he initially thought it was a joke, but once his shock and humor died down, he readily agreed to take up the challenge of flying the world's most advanced fifth-generation fighter. "I am truly humbled and honored to represent Lockheed Martin and fly the F-16 and F-35, two of the best fighter jets out there," he said. "It was a bit shocking at first, but once I calmed down, I was amazed. I'm still amazed." Balzizer made his first F-35 flight at Luke Air Force with his mentor and F-35 flight instructor, Lieutenant Colonel Kristen Mother Hubbard, flying as his wingman. While the number of female F-35 pilots in society continues to grow, there is still a misconception that the fighter is not accessible to women in the industry. Christine, the first woman to ever fly an F-35, once said, "Flying is the ultimate counterbalance. The jet really doesn't know if a pilot is a boy or a girl, no. It just expects you to do the way you need it to," said Balzizer. "A lot of people don't realize that women do this in industry. We do it in the operational world of combatant communities." Flights to remember. "It was incredible and a bit surreal," he said. "If you can imagine every emotion you can think of happening in one location, the nervousness of stepping out onto the jet, to the pure excitement of being strapped into one of the most powerful fighter jets in the world, to the fear of messing up, with a huge adrenaline rush, it's all covered in my one little glass cockpit." One of the biggest differences between learning to fly the F-35 and the F-16 is that the pilot's first flight on the F-35 is completely solo. In preparation for his first flight, Balzizer spent the previous 6 weeks with the 56th Training Squadron and 61st Combat Squadron as part of the Senior Officers Course. The training consists of a large number of academics for each system on the F-35 and 12 simulator scenarios. Balzizer and his classmates must demonstrate not only their ability to identify and respond to any type of situation that requires emergency procedures, but also how to handle all the sensor capabilities in the F-35. All the academics and simulation training eventually culminated in a simulator test run of the squadron evaluation pilot. Once Balzizer passed his check ride, he was allowed to take off. My initial thought after I took off was, in one word, whoa. The biggest transition I'm still used to in the jet is how smart the F-35 is, its ability to engage and disseminate the information it gathers and then display it back to the pilot, requires a lot of focus and multitasking capability. With my background in the F-16 and the amount of flying hours I have, flying the F-35 came naturally. It's very easy to fly," he says. Upon landing, Balzizer was welcomed back on the ground by his family, colleagues and friends. Having my family there for such an amazing milestone was very touching for me. I didn't realize how great and cool the day was, as my daughter described it, until I got home. Everything was just go 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 until then, he said. In the end, it was surreal and an amazing experience. Honestly, I couldn't be happier being a fighter pilot and now flying the F-35. This is a dream come true for me.